So we just left the barbers. We do this every 2 weeks, every Sunday, me and him. I normally get a haircut, but today I'm gonna cut my own hair, but I needed Zai to get a really fresh haircut. While he's in the seat, he says, "Daddy, I don't feel so well. I feel sick like you." I've got a really bad cold. He does this every Sunday. When he knows he has school tomorrow, he acts like he's sick. I fall for it 1 week, but as soon as I said, you know, you can't go on your iPad, he then says, "Oh, I'm not feeling too sick." So Isaiah, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm in between.
You're in between?
Yeah.
What are you in between?
Green and blue.
Green and blue.
Yeah.
And what's green?
Happy.
And blue?
Sick.
Oh, why do you feel sick, Zai?
It's because my throat was too hot.
Your throat is too hot.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna make you some tea. Make you a nice hot drink. You can rest and you can go to bed early. How does that sound?
What about the TV?
No TV, you're sick. You have to rest.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
Handshake. Deal.
I slapped in my hand, told him, "Don't know how you get down with them clowns, but I'm a soldier." No one could understand. I had way too much aggression that built over the years from my abandoned adolescence. See, I done been lied to, backstabbed and heartbroken. I wanted to cry, but I was too afraid to open. Praying one day I'll find a peace of mind by the ocean. I spent all my time committing crimes to get closer. While at my nana house, I play the couch, staring at the ceiling, trying not to get in my feelings, thinking of a way I can make these millions. Maybe that'll take this pain away and clear up all these rainy days. Heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe, Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my.
What's a little bit too big?
The H.
Not the H. The H is fine.
The A.
Not, come on, Zai. Look, the R.
Oh.
The R, look how long the R is and look how small the R is there.
Oh.
So the C is good, H, A, I, the R, don't make it too big. Time to wake up. It normally takes us an hour, give or take. Now, it is pretty long when I say that, but listen, we have fun. We laugh, we joke, we talk about what we got up to during the weekend. And one of the most important things we do, and we have to do this every single school drop-off, is we sing. Please, I'll let you play with the phone. She was my heart. I don't know the tribe or before. And louder. Ready?
I thought she was an Indian. She ain't gonna sing again. I'm gonna be an Indian.
Hey.
Now she's far away. But in the street where the wedding ring is, she hit the bar.
I hope you have an amazing day at school today, okay?
Okay.
Good boy. Let's go.
It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare.
that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. We can get away. Come chase beach views and every day. All I wanna hear is an episode that we play. Sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you. Think I wish away. Really wanna, I just wanna get away. Sit right next to you.
So I am a young black father. My son was born 2015. So I was around 21, 22 when we had my son. Growing up, I didn't have that father figure. I know a lot of young black men as well in general, can relate to that. But I didn't have the structure. I didn't have the support from another black man to show me this is how you be a father. This is how you show up for your kids. This is what you need. I didn't have any of that, you know? So I was very scared. At the age of 21, finding out that I was going to be a father, I was very scared. I wasn't in the position in life where I currently am now. Financially, I didn't really know what I was going to do. I was living at my mother's house, in her living room, on the floor, on a blow-up bed. I didn't have a car. I was working in Sainsbury's, stacking sandwiches, working at the tills. I didn't know what I was doing, you know? This is coming up to nearly 10 years, basically 9 years ago. And I was nervous, I was scared, you know? I was definitely scared. The support system that I had around me, it made it just a little bit easier to get through it before it's even happened. I had that support system from my mother, from my sisters, right? From a couple of my close friends. I was able to communicate certain things, not everything, because I didn't even know how to communicate how I felt. This is my first time being in this position, right? But as soon as my son was born, regardless of not having that mentor, regardless of not having that father figure, feeling like I'm doing this all by myself, as soon as I held him in my hands for the first time, I knew what had to be done, and that was showing up for my son. Everything I didn't get when I was younger, a young black boy living in London and not knowing what I currently know now from just experiences, not from my dad, from experiences, I'm going to show everything to my son. I'm going to be there for my son. I'm going to tell my son I love him every single day. I promised that to myself. So being a young black father, it was hard because I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to show my son the love. I used to question myself. Am I being a good dad? And I'll be very honest, at the beginning, because I didn't really have a lot of my personal stuff sorted, I did question a lot. Am I being a good father? Am I showing up for him as much as I would want to? Bearing in mind, I'm still working on my personal development. I'm still working on being a young man. I didn't really have the guidance to show me how to balance the two. So I used to question myself all the time. Time has gone by, years and years have gone by. I've been trying my best to work on me and also work on the relationship with my son. I feel like we have an unbreakable bond from when he was born to where he is now. It's come down to a lot of sacrifice. It's come down to a lot of hard work. And I'm talking on the mental side of things because I also have to try and find the balance with his mother, with the co-parenting and sorting something out. And that was very difficult. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the well-being and the bond that I want to keep with my son. So I had to fight for it regardless. If there's any young black men watching this right now, I am telling you, if you're feeling like you're struggling, if you feel like you don't have that bond with your kid, if you feel like you don't know where to start, All you need to remember is that that little boy, that little girl, your child, is a mini you. It's a mini you. And if you could go back to when you was younger, if you could think of all the things you've wanted from your parents, from your father, but you didn't get it, we're not going to continue this cycle. I promise myself I'm not going to continue this cycle, no matter what the situation is with his mother or the co-parenting or whatever the case may be. I'm not continuing this cycle. I'm going to make sure that I am there for my child. I'm going to make sure that my son knows who his dad is. My son knows that his dad loves him no matter what. This is the mentality I need you to have. This is the mentality that I have. And I promise you, I know my son knows that his dad loves him. Even when you watch this, when you're older, Isaiah, I need you to know I love you. It hasn't been easy in regards to communication, but I am here. My family's here. We're all here and we all love you. All this knowledge I have, I'm able to give it to so many other young black men. And I'm able to sit here right now and tell you that if you are going through this, it will be okay. As long as you put your child first, as long as you put all your ego, whatever you're dealing with your son's mother, or even if you're a mother and you're going through this, if you can put that ego away with your child's father, and you can just focus on your child. And that is the mentality I want every single young black man to have. Not, I didn't get that when I was younger, so I'm not going to give that to my child. Let's break that cycle and let's give our children all the love we wish we had when we were younger. We've got to love our children no matter what. No matter what.